The Agriculture and Life Sciences Institute at Monroe Community College provides agricultural education, advocacy, and advancement. The Institute works with farmers, landowners, and municipalities, helping with policy interpretation, comprehensive planning, and local ordinances as they relate to land use, and provides academic instruction for existing and future agricultural professionals. The Institute also helps landowners apply new knowledge to their area of interest. Marketing education includes a broad spectrum of roles geared to helping landowners and farmers realize the viability and sustainability of their land or business. Agriculture has a growing presence at Monroe Community College. From practical botany to business management, more professors are including agricultural components into their existing courses. MCC's focus is but one example of how colleges are playing a bigger role in educating tomorrow's professionals to use technology and intensive management processes, from growing crops to raising animals, and ultimately to distributing and serving the food we eat every day.
I'm recruiting them to think about college opportunities at the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences in the whole breadth of agriculture. It's just a great time to be in agriculture right now because not only do our food sources come from agricultural production, agricultural science, agricultural research, the clothes that we wear, the items we use in our homes, and now fuel sources. And then the other way it's growing is people are logically seeing the connection between agriculture and the environment and having a local quality food source. Consumers want more nutritious foods. They want foods that meet their dietary restrictions. Monroe Community College sends us the 4th highest number of transfer students of any two-year school in New York.
Food production plays an important role in the Finger Lakes region of New York. MCC offers a certificate program in agriculture and food studies to prepare students with the fundamental knowledge and skills to succeed in the agricultural and food-related industry. Program highlights include food science, quality assurance, communication, plus inventory management. The program leads to career starts in food processing, sales, or supervision.
Monroe Community College is in a position in which we can provide and develop the skills for someone to get employment in those businesses.
MCC provides the foundation in a variety of areas to transfer on to a 4-year college.
Today, what we find is a lot of students, even a lot of people in the community, forget how agricultural products once were produced, let alone know how they are produced today.
I love working with animals in general. The ability to keep them healthy if they're sick and you treat them and they get better, that's a great feeling to know that you help that animal out. When things break down, which they do a lot on the farm, you're the one that fixes it. You have to know a little bit of everything and you get to do a little bit of everything. So there's never a boring day and there's always something you can be working on.
At Monroe Community College, a state-of-the-art greenhouse demonstrates advanced heating and cooling systems. Here, students learn about improved fruit and vegetable production. Plants and soil thrive near greens cultivated hydroponically.
The greenhouse has been completely remodeled. The space was increased. It's actually a state-of-the-art facility that allows for the growth of a variety of plants, much more controlled environment than it used to be.
In order to provide more opportunities for education as well as hands-on training, Monroe Community College built a state-of-the-art greenhouse that's basically split into two. We have an area for tropical house and we also have an agricultural production area. The whole intent behind that is to give students that hands-on experience of what they see and learn in their books so they can see that firsthand using their own hands.
Grow Monroe boosts agriculture's profile in Monroe County by promoting locally grown products. Based at MCC, Grow Monroe highlights locally grown produce as well as local dairy and meat products. Customers who support sustainable agriculture help reduce the need to ship foods from faraway locales and encourage the local economy in the process. For every dollar paid by a consumer to a local farmer, an amount nearly double that is generated in our community.
I would go to growmonroe.org. That's the county's website for local agriculture. That's pretty important.
The Rochester region is one of the few areas in the nation that's actually growing in terms of agricultural products, but we're also seeing an increase in value-added businesses. One of the things that we have to do is to support those local businesses in order to encourage their growth.
This is all from Monroe County. So this is what we want.
Many farms offer tours to show how agriculture impacts our everyday lives. Here at Springdale Farm, visitors get to experience agriculture on a working farm open to the public. The Agriculture and Life Sciences Institute at Monroe Community College is building on the region's strong agricultural base to foster economic growth while enhancing the quality of life for everyone in Monroe County. Monroe County agriculture defines the character of our landscape. Monroe County farms are not just nostalgic reminders of our past. They're a vital part of our economy and quality of life today and tomorrow.
It's a great way of life. I think it is something that you have to be born with, and you got to have that yearning, and it's in your blood.
I think there's a lot of opportunities for people to come out and learn about it through places like Springdale.
It's not really a job that you do 9 to 5. It's a way of living.
I've been coming up here every summer since I was a kid. When I tell my friends at school that I work on a farm, a lot of them start laughing and don't believe me. And a lot of them want to come out and pick apples and come play around and see what's out here and be a kid again.
Good agricultural practices, or GAPs, are production and farm-based approaches to ensure the safety of the fruits and vegetables you put on your table. GAPs provide simple steps to greatly reduce the risk of foodborne disease contamination. The most effective strategy for reducing the risk is through prevention. From the farm to your dinner table, produce can travel through many hands. Prevention is a key factor in avoiding contamination from soil, water, hands, and surfaces. Since many fruits and vegetables are eaten raw, attention to the harvesting, processing, transporting, and marketing of produce is extremely important. GAPs play a critical role by providing a set of guidelines that can be applied to any production and post-harvesting system to ensure safe and nutritious produce. Produce can be contaminated by bacteria, viruses, parasites, or fungi at any stage of production, processing, packaging, or marketing.
I'm a real supporter of good agricultural practices from a standpoint that I believe that not only does it protect the customer with any microbial or food safety problems, but it also protects the bottom line of the business here. One incident could put this company out of business and affect the health of a lot of people if you had a problem where there was E. coli or another bacterial type of issue.
At this hydroponics farm, good agricultural practices work to benefit the consumer and the business. From the planting of the seeds to the harvesting and packaging of the crops, procedures are in place to protect the produce, the workers, and the consumer.
Initially, everybody doesn't like procedures, but at the end of the day, it makes the business run smoother. This year we prioritized of organizing our warehouses. Basically, everything now has racks, everything has a label. We define it as far as every shelf has a diagram of even a tape gun. And so everything has a place. You'll find out that eventually those procedures that are perceived as a hindrance actually end up being a cost-effective way to get things done. I've even found that our harvesting has gone more efficiently and faster and less costly since we've been organizing and adopting procedures.
And the boards float in here, and you can see the roots just grow down like that. So we have different stages. We sell basil. That farthest one, that's pretty close to harvest size.
Good agricultural practices provide a roadmap of the production processes from start to finish, with checkpoints along the way. The checkpoints serve as monitoring mechanisms to ensure the safety of the product.
Bottom line is most of the food outbreaks are related to E. coli, and it could be from water, contaminated water that was used to grow crops, or feces in the field from harvesters that don't wash their hands properly. It doesn't take too many mistakes like that to get an outbreak. So the bottom line is it's really protecting against microbial problems that will affect the food quality, food safety, and the customer.
As conditions change, so can GAPs. They are reviewed periodically to see where improvements can be made and also when conditions change that can affect the safety of the product.
Basically, from a packaging to a harvesting standpoint, you have to have some standard procedures that you follow so that everybody does the same thing every time. We go back to returnable containers as a real source of potential microbial problems, bacteria, so that people can get sick from the previous use of a container. We have some returnable containers, and they're the same type that could have been used for meat. If meat was used and you put produce in it, then you could have a very significant health problem.
Good agricultural practices account for every step produce goes through, from planting to the point of sale. It is everyone's job to minimize product contamination. Understanding the possible sources of contamination, establishing protocols, and accurate record keeping are critical in reducing the risk of harmful microorganisms that may come into contact with produce. Record keeping is critical to pinpointing potential problems and correcting them. Good agricultural practices are designed to reduce the risk of foodborne disease contamination and help growers provide assurances that their products are safe. For more information on agricultural and food studies at Monroe Community College, please visit monroecc.edu. Go Agriculture!